if you are still listening, if you are still present in this moment, then understand something powerful. You are not here by accident. You are here because something inside you is searching for truth, and that search is the beginning of awakening. Have you ever sat alone in complete silence? No phone, no noise, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. At first it feels uncomfortable, but then something happens. A voice begins to rise, not from outside, but from within. A voice that asks, "Oh, what am I doing with my life? Where am I going? What is all this for?" That voice is not random. That is your soul trying to reconnect with truth. Look at nature again, but this time, not with your eyes, with your understanding. A tree stands strong, even in storms. It bends, but it does not break. Why? Because its roots are deep, and that is a lesson for you. If your roots are weak, if your foundation is shallow, life will break you. But if your foundation is strong, if you are connected to truth, nothing can destroy you. The danger of a distracted life. We live in a world full of distractions, endless scrolling, endless entertainment, endless noise, and slowly, without realizing, we lose ourselves. We forget to think, we forget to question, we forget to reflect. And the biggest loss is not money. The biggest loss is awareness, because a distracted mind can never find truth. Time is limited. Let me remind you of something most people ignore. Your time is limited. You don't know how long you will live, what will happen tomorrow, when everything will change. And yet, people live as if they have forever. They delay growth. They postpone change. They ignore purpose. But one day, time runs out. And the question remains, did you truly live or did you just exist? The cost of ignoring truth. Ignoring truth has a cost. It may not show immediately, but slowly, silently, it affects everything. Your mind becomes restless. Your heart becomes empty. Your life loses direction. You may have everything externally, but internally, you feel nothing. And that is the biggest tragedy. The power of awareness. The moment you become aware, everything changes. You start noticing things you ignored before. You see beauty in simplicity. You feel gratitude in small moments. You understand the value of life. And most importantly, you realize that you are part of something greater. Connection with the Creator. This is not about religion. This is about connection. A connection that is personal, deep, real. You don't need perfect words. You don't need perfect actions. You just need sincerity. Because the Creator does not look at perfection. He looks at your intention. Purpose gives power. When you live with purpose, you gain strength. You wake up with direction. You act with clarity. You move with confidence. Because now, you know why you are doing what you are doing. And that why is more powerful than any obstacle. Control your mind. Your biggest battle is not outside. It is inside. Your thoughts, your habits, your decisions, they shape your life. If your mind is undisciplined, your life will be chaotic, but if your mind is strong, your life will be powerful. Small changes, big impact. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. It starts small. One good decision, one moment of honesty, one step towards truth, and slowly, step by step, you become a different person, a stronger person, a wiser person, a purposeful person. You have a role. You are not just living for yourself. You have a role in this world. Someone is watching you. Someone is learning from you. Someone is affected by your actions. So live in a way that inspires, uplifts, creates impact, because your life is not just yours. Final awakening. So wake up, not physically, but mentally, spiritually. Wake up to truth. Wake up to purpose. Wake up to the reality that this life is a gift, this world is a sign, and your existence is not meaningless. Final power line. The moment you stop running from truth is the moment your real life begins. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, I don't want you to just listen. I want you to feel. I want you to pause everything in your life for a moment and ask yourself a question so powerful, so deep, that it has echoed through every generation of humanity. Is there a God? And if yes, where is the proof? Now look around you, not casually, not like you do every day, but deeply. Look at the sky stretching endlessly above you. Look at the earth beneath your feet, holding you without effort. Look at the air you breathe, invisible yet essential for your survival, and ask yourself honestly, did all of this come from nothing? Or is there something greater behind it all? Because let me tell you something. This universe is not random. It is precise. It is structured. It is perfectly balanced. The sun rises every single day without missing a moment. The earth spins at exactly the right speed to sustain life. The distance between the earth and the sun is so perfect that if it changed even slightly, life as we know it would end. Tell me, is that an accident or is that intelligence? Because chaos creates disorder. But what we see in this universe is order. And where there is order, there must be a designer. Now look at nature. A tiny seed buried in the soil that grows into a massive tree. Who taught that seed how to grow? Who told it when to bloom, when to rest, when to shed its leaves? The oceans move in rhythm with the moon. The waves rise and fall like a heartbeat of the planet. Who controls that rhythm? And then, look at yourself. Your heart beats without asking you. Your lungs breathe even when you are asleep. Your brain processes millions of signals every second without you even realizing it. Inside your body is DNA, a code more complex than any computer system humans have ever created. Now think deeply. Can a code exist without a coder? Can information exist without intelligence? No. So how can something so complex, so detailed, so perfectly designed exist without a creator? And yet, despite all this evidence, people still deny. Not because they don't see the truth, but because they don't want to accept it. Because accepting God means accepting responsibility. It means accepting that your actions matter. It means accepting that your life has purpose and consequences. And many people, they don't want that. They want freedom without discipline, pleasure without responsibility, life without accountability. So they distract themselves. They scroll endlessly. They chase temporary happiness. They avoid silence because in silence, truth speaks. But no matter how far you run, there is one thing you cannot escape: your inner voice. Have you ever done something wrong and felt guilt? Have you ever done something good and felt peace? Where does that come from? If we were just random beings, there would be no right or wrong, no morality, no conscience, but we feel it. That means something inside us knows the truth. That means we were created with purpose. And here is the reality. The biggest problem in this world is not lack of evidence. The biggest problem is denial. People don't reject God because there is no proof. They reject God because truth demands change, and change is uncomfortable. But listen carefully. One day, life humbles everyone. One day, the distractions fade. One day, the noise becomes silence. One day, you find yourself alone, questioning everything, and in that moment, Money won't matter. Fame won't matter. Status won't matter. Only one question will remain. What is the purpose of my life? And that is where the journey begins. Because the truth is, God is not hiding from you. The evidence is everywhere. In the rising sun, in the flowing rivers, in the beating of your heart, in the voice inside your soul. You don't need to search far. You just need to open your eyes. And the moment you accept this truth, everything changes. You stop living randomly and start living intentionally. You become more aware, more disciplined, more peaceful. Because now you understand, your life is not an accident. You are here for a reason, not just to eat, sleep, and survive, but to grow, to learn, to become better, to live with purpose. So today, you have a choice. You can ignore the signs, ignore the truth, and continue living in confusion. Or you can open your heart, accept what has always been in front of you, and transform your life. Because the universe is not silent. It is speaking every second, in every moment. The question is, are you listening? And remember this, the greatest tragedy is not that people fail. The greatest tragedy is that they see the truth and still choose to ignore it. Thank you.